Puget Sound just to our west. You get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally down at the 41-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. Fifth defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Throwing on first down. Lane. And he will find his man on the outside. And I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No touch, no touch. Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike.
On first down, McKinnon again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
What? He's coming. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check. Fresno. Alert.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's got Lockett. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
How you leave a receiver of that caliber, that wide open on that play is absolutely beyond me. You've watched tape. You've gone over the scouting report. Your first move should be double or triple him and make sure someone else doesn't beat you.
Well, especially on third down. That's what's really baffling.
One left.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Geno Atkins. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Hey, look. Mike 40. Get that.
Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
380. Twist. Alert. Hey, Mike 40. Go. Check me out.
On third and goal, Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
As Sanders has it poked free. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 40.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Looking to throw. Lane. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Sanders. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Run left. Yeah, hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40.
On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check. Mike's 40. Mike. 65.
Here's Wilson throwing again. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Check safety. Got it.
Now Wilson operating from the gun. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. At the 47-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Haywood!
2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go! 60 outlaw! Hey, high 7! Ready?
On 1st and 10, Lane under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Back to throw. Lane. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, good move. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. I'll go special. I'll go special.
Now it's Wilson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Geno Atkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's crashing.
40.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready up.
Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's put him on the bunches.
Hey, box truck. Hey. Get.
On 1st down, Lane. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 1st down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from early. Touchdown, Detroit! As his guys are in for 6, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
I'm coming after you.
Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Here's Wilson to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Smooth. 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Following the fumble recovery, Lane going to throw right side here, complete. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Throwing on first down, Lane. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 4. Seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 13. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Alert, 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 alert.
Check back, truck. Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Go.
Check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. Watch the pass.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Safety screaming. Back. Check.
One left.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Wilson now from the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
3 down.
Now Wilson. Screen play, McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You got tight right there.
Got it.
Check. He's coming. Rip right. Mike 40. If you don't get this.
Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And the Lions first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
70, Indy. Hey, Delta.
To throw on 2nd down. Lane. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Lane. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hawkinson. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Touch 50, touch 50. Left pass, left pass.
Mike 40, Mike 40.
Right here, right here.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the game there.
Check 31, check 31.
Still got 4 down, 4 down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Bandit.
Wilson. Room to run past midfield. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Carson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
14.
Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Got it. Yeah, hey, Mike.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth. That turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. They start on the ground here at Sanders. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
On the double.
Right there.
6-6. Pull it high.
2nd and 11. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Lane throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
First down, Detroit.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They go back to the ground with Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball game.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
But
one of our
she's
guys.
singing, too.
Oh, she's at least
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2. 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run again with Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
3rd and 4.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Right there, 40's Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Shift! Watch the shift!
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On first down, Carson, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Right there, 54 Mike. Check.
Ready?
Now Sanders. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Lions, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.